Well, good afternoon and welcome to our press conference this afternoon. Welcome to Southwest Mississippi Community College. My name is Steve Bishop. I serve as president here at Southwest and am thankful for that honor each day. It is good to see a large crowd in attendance today as we come and we celebrate these athletes, these student athletes who will be moving from Southwest on to their four-year college of their choice. So we appreciate that. We appreciate their efforts as they've been here. They've been here for these past two seasons, and we want to thank them for their commitment to not only our program, our athletic program, but to their studies here at the college. They have been good citizens on campus. They've been good citizens in our community, and all those things are very important. I want to thank our parents who are here. I want to thank our faculty who are here. Our administration, Ms. Shows is here, our Vice President for Academic Affairs. That lets you know that we're in this thing together, academics, athletics, workforce training, career technical education, whatever it might be. We are one big team and one big family, I think, so it's a joy to be a part of that. Good to see Mr. T.W. Bearden here. He's a member of our Board of Trustees as well, so we're thankful for his attendance, and many other supporters from our community. Some of our Barebackers clubs are here, members are here, so we're thankful for that. And also, I noticed, maybe even out in the hall, but we have other coaches from other sports are here. And I know guys that are coaching basketball, it's good to have the support from your other fellow coaches, even though they're in a different sport. So that's very important. We pull for one another. We support each other on and off the field, on and off the court. We've had a lot of activity the last couple of weeks here on our campus. We continue to be very busy. I do want to give you some news about some things happening in our athletic department. On behalf of our athletic director, Dr. Bill Ashley, who is absent today, he is at a statewide athletic directors meeting in Jackson. So he asked me to be his substitute, and I'm glad to do that for him. We are excited and at the same time saddened by the departure of Coach Thomas Gray just a few days ago as he left Southwest for an assistant coaching position at the University of Tennessee at Martin, Tennessee. So we're thankful that he was here for the 3 seasons. I don't know if Coach Carter will speak to that or not, but it was a joy to have Coach Thomas Gray on our staff. He actually taught a class for us. Has a great deal of promise in his career. So we certainly look forward to following him as he makes a difference now at another college. So we'll miss Coach Gray. I do want to brag on some of these students, just some honors that came in just a few days ago at the statewide level, even the regional level, and even at the national level. We had 2 of our student athletes chosen as honorable mention All-Americans in the community colleges around the country. Miss Katrina Littlepage from Slidell, Louisiana was named honorable mention All-American for our Lady Bears. And we had Mr. Tamon Howard named honorable mention All-American for our men Bears. Tamon, of course, is from Pearl, Mississippi. So we're excited about those honors. There was only one lady in the state that made that list, and that came from Katrina Littlepage right here at Southwest. There were only 2 men in our state, and one of them, of course, was Tamon. So we're excited about that, and Southwest was the only one on the list who had those 2. So we want to be grateful for that. How about a hand for that? Also, this past weekend, I believe, just a few days ago in our MACJC statewide all-star game, both of our coaching staffs, Coach Carter, Coach Brent Harris, Coach Britta Stevens, coached their respective teams there and was able to, like I say, coach the all-stars of the Mississippi League. So we're grateful that our coaches were in charge of those teams and those squads. On those squads, we had representing the ladies, we had Miss April Levy and also Miss Katrina Littlepage played on the South team for the South Mississippi. And on the men's side, we had Tamon Howard and Dion Weeks. Both of them did very well, along with April and Katrina did very well. Tamon was the most valuable player of that particular game, and all of them did well. I think Dion had 13 points, for instance, three for three from the line. He showed that ability his 2 seasons here. So Katrina had 13 points. I believe April had 12. April's from Jackson, Mississippi, so we were grateful for that. Another item of interest for a lot of people is we're about to build or have built and erect a brand new scoreboard for our football field. It's going to be a very expensive scoreboard for us. It's going to be a brand new digital scoreboard. A high definition video screen will be in place there as well on our football field. So we're excited about that. I'm also excited to say that on that scoreboard there are 8 places for sponsorship, and also we're going to add 2 play clocks as well. So for a total of 10 areas for sponsorship, and we've already got commitments for 8 of those places already. So I'm excited about that. So that leaves 2. So if you know of somebody who would like to participate, let us know. So we're hoping by the end of 2 or 3 years that we will be able to pay for that scoreboard with a sponsorship, and we appreciate that as well. Today is a very busy day on our campus with baseball and softball both playing at 3 o'clock today. It's going to be a busy afternoon as we host the Jones County Junior College Bobcats, and I know they come in with nationally ranked teams. I know last time we played over in Ellisville in baseball, we split with them. At the time, they were number 1 in America, and we won the first game, and they came back and beat us the second game. But we can hang with them, and they're ranked in the top of the national ranking. So we're excited about not only basketball, football, baseball, softball. We're going to do some work in soccer. So many things taking place on our campus. And we're always trying to improve, always trying to make it a better place to attract quality student athletes to come to Southwest. We think we have a wonderful environment. We have the best faculty around. They support all of our students. Our community is very supportive, and that's invaluable. You cannot put a price tag on that, the support that we get. And people notice what we do. When we have basketball games, the gym is pretty much full, those of you that have come. Our pep band is there. Our music department gets into it. So we think it's a wonderful environment to begin your college career and have your first 2 years here. We're grateful for our town of Summit. We have so much support there. They allow us to have a homecoming parade, the Southwest Community College homecoming parade, and we go right down the middle of Summit with that homecoming parade. We'll have over 30 entries in that parade. And that's an exciting time. The community gets behind it. And I believe this year we're going to coordinate at Mayor, where we will have our homecoming day the same day as the Fall Fest, so that when there'll be vendors there and it'll be a festive atmosphere as our alumni and friends come back for homecoming, as we have a football game that day, and we'll have a 5K run and several other things on that particular day, and even that week will be very busy. Mayor Percy Robinson is to my left. He's very supportive of the college in many, many ways, not just in athletics, and I want to recognize him now as he would like to make a presentation. So let's welcome Mayor of Summit, Mayor Percy Robinson.
Thank you, Dr. Bishop. Dr. Bishop, Coach Harris, Coach Stevens. This is a resolution of the Summit Town Council, Summit, Mississippi, commending the Southwest Mississippi Community College women's basketball team for a successful season. Whereas the 2013-2014 women's basketball team of Southwest Mississippi Community College turned in the best season in the recent history of the school. And whereas the women's basketball team finished with a record of 21 wins and 9 losses. That included an 11-game winning streak. And whereas the women's basketball team played in the Mississippi Association of Junior and Community College Championship game against Jones Junior College in the first round of the National Junior College Athletic Association Region 23 championship game against Butler's Junior College in Salina, Kansas. Their performance is exemplary of what dedication, hard work, and playing unselfishly as a team can accomplish. And whereas head coach Brent Harris and his assistant Britta Stevens taken over a program with a record of only 3 wins and 20 losses in the 2011-2012 season, and in the 2012 and 2013 season finished with 14 wins and 10 losses and an opportunity to play in the Mississippi Junior College tournament. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Summit Town Council of Summit, Mississippi, we do hereby commend the Southwest Mississippi Community College women's basketball team and coaches for a successful season 2013-2014. Ordered this 8th day of April 2014. Mayor Percy Robinson, Mayor of Town Center. Let's do a little something different. Let me let you get over here. Okay. And then I'm gonna get out y'all's way. Okay? Now you come over around this way. Okay. All right, now you put your hand on it.
He's the mayor, we gotta listen to him.
Thank you, Mayor Robinson. Thank you. All right, let's just continue then, Coach Harris. If you'll come forward and share with us your presentation and introduce our Lady Bears that will be moving on in your comments, okay? Coach Brent Harris. Let's welcome Coach Harris, all right?
Thank you, Mayor, for your resolution and the town of Summit. Today we're here, we have one signee today. Hopefully, well, I know we're going to have more in the future, but today is your day, Miss April Levy. April's chosen to sign with Lamar University out of Beaumont, Texas, a Division I member of the Southland Conference. I know a little bit about. I used to coach in that conference. So April is from Callaway, and you know I've got some kind of notes here. I could tell you a lot of really nice things about her, but I'll stick to the stats. April averaged 12.1 points for us overall, 13.1 points in conference. She hit 48 threes. She shot 71% from the free throw line. She had 3.6 rebounds per game. But now here's the part I want everybody to kind of remember. When we needed her most, she kind of was there. At Jones early in the year, I believe our first conference road game, she had 20 points. She went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. At Coat Lynn, kind of the middle of the conference season, big rival, she had 20 points. State semifinals against Meridian, she had 26 points. But here's the biggest stat for April Levy, according to Coach Harris. I don't know if she's ever missed a practice. I'm not sure she's ever set out a play in practice. If she did, I probably made her. So April's going to a good program. They press, and her abilities kind of fall right in line with that. So we're extremely excited for her. She's been a great leader for her 2 years here, and I owe some coaches a debt of gratitude for helping me find her and helping her convince to come to Southwest. So April, I think it's time to get down to business. If you want to put pen to paper, and or we're going to save that for later.
I think we're actually going to sign later.
Okay, we're going to sign later. Pardon, Coach. That's a turnover on him. So, but April Levy anyway will sign with Lamar here a little bit later, and we're very excited to have her join the D1 ranks, and that's a big day for us. And she's been nothing but a joy to coach in her 2 years. So let's give it up for April Levy.
Thank you, Coach Harris, and congratulations, April. Thank you for representing Southwest on the court and in the classroom here at Southwest. Next, I want to introduce Coach Casey Carter. Coach Carter's been here, how many years? 3?
Yes, sir.
3 years as men's coach?
Yes.
3 years as men's coach, and we're excited about the players he's bringing on campus. top-notch athletes, very good students as well, good citizens, as I've mentioned before. You know, we want to be successful on the court, but if we have people or citizens that don't represent us well, it's not worth it. Does that make sense? We want to have people who we can be proud of when they go downtown, when they get on that bus and represent us around the state and other states and where we play. So they're an extension of all of us. So we're very careful of who we first of all bring in here. We want top quality people coming from good families and that type of thing. So I want to introduce you Coach Casey Carter. I know his wife Rebecca is here and Wilkes is here supporting him and supporting this program. And let's welcome Coach Casey Carter, our men's basketball coach.
I apologize for my son back there. It's getting close to his nap time, so I'll try to make this really quick for him. But I'd just like to kind of follow up what Dr. Bishop said. I've been in this league for 7 years and even had a chance at another junior college. And the support that we get here at Southwest is second to none. It's really unbelievable. And that's day-to-day in events like this with people showing up from a lot of different areas. We have teachers and barebackers, like Dr. Bishop said, and just a lot of different people that make Southwest what it is, make it so good. And so I appreciate all that. This is a big day for our men's basketball team because we're always in the process of trying to get guys to come in here for whatever reason they're having to go junior college, and they're here for a lot of different reasons, but we have to get them out of here and go to a four-year school because it's a carryover. And it's a process of these guys are going out, and because these guys are going out, it's helping us in recruiting to bring guys in so they can see the light at the end of the tunnel and know that something's good for them coming up. You know, a lot of different reasons why guys end up at junior college. They may have went to another school and didn't like it. They may have not made the grades to be able to go right to a Division I school, and in that situation, you've got to graduate from Southwest to be able to go to that four-year school. And sometimes people feel like they didn't get recruited at a high enough level and want to get recruited at this level. We have 4 guys here today. I'd like to mention one guy that's in the audience, Chris Jones, our point guard from Memphis, Tennessee. He signed in the early signing period in November to attend the University of Troy, where he'll be playing the next 2 years. So we've already had his press conference. But I definitely did not want to leave him out. He's meant a lot to this program over the last few months, and I'm really confident that he will go on and represent himself and his family and also Southwest in a positive manner. So, Chris, thanks for everything you've done, and good luck to you over the next 2 years at Troy. We have another guy that's not here, not one of these 4 guys that are up here. He's actually on an official visit at a school right now, and Christian Robbins. He's a big kid. If you've ever walked in a room, you've noticed him. He's about 6'10". And he fills out that frame really well. And he has a Division I offer at this point and has a lot of different offers at some other areas. And he's not comfortable right now making a decision, and he'll be looking forward to doing that here pretty soon. And you'll be seeing the press release on that here in the next couple of weeks, I hope. But getting to the guys that have made decisions, in no order, I'll just start right here with Deion Weeks. Deion Weeks is from Corinth, Mississippi. Had a relationship with a family member of his. Corinth is a ways up there in North Mississippi, and didn't recruit him the hardest, but through that relationship was able to kind of have a meeting with him and his mom, and he took a chance on what Southwest had to offer him and the future that he could have here. And he's been here for 2 years, and if you knew Deion when he first got here on campus and know him now, he's made leaps and bounds in a lot of different areas. He's one of those guys that sees the light now. He tries his hardest and has been a great example for us and is going to be a great example for us moving on. He has decided to sign with William Carey University. It's an NAIA school in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. They were ranked in the top 10 all year in that NAIA division. And one of the things that they try to do is they go get Mississippi junior college players and they plug them into their system and use them for 2 years to continue to be successful. And he's probably one of the best that you could go get out of this league. Obviously, I'm partial to that, but he's a fantastic player that did a lot of good things for us, and he's going to continue to do a lot of good things at William Carey. They play very up-tempo. He's going to fit right into that mold. 6'2.5", very strong and very physical, and he's sneaky athletic. You don't want to go try to jump against him. And his shot came along and can make a shot every once in a while. And so he's going to be a really good player. And selfishly, me kind of being really transparent with you, I'm glad he chose William Carey. With it only being an hour away, it's an opportunity that I'll be able to stay in touch and in contact with him over the next couple of years and encourage him and motivate him. And we'll see what kind of years he has to come up, but I know he'll be successful and even moving forward. So Deion Weeks to William Carey. Deion, like Dr. Bishop said, he did participate in the All-Star game and did a really good job. The next guy is Tamon Howard, a player that transferred out of UTEP this past year. Just didn't work out for whatever reason, a lot of different reasons, and was looking to make a change. He had a lot of different options. He had Division I offers at all kind of levels to just leave UTEP and go right into those schools. And to give you a little history on that situation, if you leave a four-year school and go to another one, you have to sit out a year, and it was something he wasn't really wanting to do. He's from Pearl, Mississippi, so he was looking to go to a junior college so he wouldn't have to sit out a year and have that junior college close to home. So obviously that narrowed it down to pretty much a lot of the schools in Mississippi were junior college-wise, and I can promise you me and all the rest of them were in a dogfight every single day trying to get him because of his talent coming out of high school and the year he had at UTEP. And, just like Deion and all these guys, he took a chance on Southwest. He liked where we were headed. He liked what we talked about doing, and we were committed to making sure he got to a four-year school and had a really good year for us. Just come, I think, just a 0.03 of a point of a rebound away from averaging a double-double. I think he had maybe 16 on the year and just had a fantastic year for us and got recruited at all different kind of levels. I mean, from all these lower-level schools right around here in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama to the highest majors that you can think of. He went on a couple visits, one to a Big 12 conference school, another one to an Atlantic 10 school, which had 6 teams in the NCAA tournament. So his options were all over the place. And the one that he chose on was a school that a head coach had just gotten in there and come in here and sold him on the future of Tamon being at UT Martin and told him that, he was the type of player that could be an all-league player in the OVC and that the ball would be going through his hands a lot, and he'd be the guy that they'd build that program around, and that's something that he was encouraged by, and it was also encouraging him still to stay close to home. Martin, Tennessee is just a little bit north of Memphis, so not too far from Jackson and Pearl area, and, he loved the situation. He loved the head coach. He kind of loved the drive and the energy he had moving into that program, and, we're gonna for sure see Tamon have a very successful 2 years there, and then no doubt that he will be very successful in whatever he tries to do after college. So Tamon Howard signing with UT Martin. Third guy is Jamal Hester, another Division I transferred out of Alcorn, but originally from Ridgeland, Mississippi. We call him the Tank. Now, this table probably hides him just a little bit, but again, kind of like Christian, when he walks in a room, he's a guy that you're going to pay attention to for a lot of different reasons. But, again, I keep saying this, but it's a guy that took a chance on us, had a lot of different options, but, again, liked where we were moving as a program and liked what we were doing here at Southwest and liked the relationship that Coach Gray and I was able to build with him and with him and his sister and all the people that was close to him and helping him make decisions. And he took a chance on us, and I'm glad he did. He's a fantastic guy. If I could make him a little bit meaner, probably inside the lines, he would be all world. But he's a fantastic guy. He's a big teddy bear if you know him. Off the floor, he's a nice guy, and he had a lot of different options, had Division I offers, but he chose to stay close to home too. I wasn't being ugly. People like big teddy bears, Jamal. But chose to stay close to home, and we'll be signing with Delta State University once again, a Division II school that was a top 10 team in the country all year. Has a brand new staff there that's just a couple years into it, and there's no question he will be very successful there. The one thing that he liked about Delta State, close to home, a guy that's leaving Delta State in that center position averaged a double-double. And his minutes are going to be there, and they want Jamal to take them. So it's on him to go in there and do what he needs to do, but he has every opportunity to do that. I believe he's a 4.0 student here at Southwest and had a great transcript coming in from Alcorn, and he is just a fantastic student and a fantastic player and even a more fantastic person that I'm glad that I got to spend a year with, and he will definitely be successful with spending his next 2 years at Delta State University. The last guy is Donovan James. He's a local guy right here from North Pike. I'm a local guy right here from North Pike, so obviously we had a lot of things in common. One of the hardest things to do when Donovan James comes out, it was the first year in the state of Mississippi where you could not protect players in your area and stuff like that. And one of the hardest things that we've seen trying to do in recruiting your local guys is it's hard to get a local guy to come to your school because everybody at North Pike or Macomb or South Pike, student-wise, they come to Southwest. So for a guy to say, well, I'm going to go play basketball at Southwest, may be in their eyes kind of difficult for them to say. But again, I keep reiterating myself, he took a chance on Southwest. He had a lot of different options, but wanted to stay close to home. Donovan is a fantastic guy, that's had a very successful 2 years for us on the court and in the classroom and has done a lot of things for us. He's going to move on to Millsaps University, Millsaps College, where talked to the coaches, and Donovan was a guy that Millsaps recruited out of high school, so he's a guy that they're very familiar with. He's comfortable with that. Obviously, staying close to home is good for him, and just the opportunity to play for the next 2 years and use that to get an education is always good. So Donovan James will be signing with Millsaps College. Again, thank you for coming. This is always a really big day for us moving forward because we got guys going out, and hopefully that's helping us to get guys coming in. We have a recruit on campus a day from the New Orleans area, and so it's just a continued process. And hopefully if, him and the other guys that we're recruiting have to go to a junior college like this, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel and see that there's an opportunity to get to that level that they really want to be at. So thank you for coming, and I'll turn it back over to, I guess, Dr. Bishop.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. We got a good group that has been with us, and they need to finish strong in the next few days here at the college. Make sure that they take care of their classwork and get their assignments in, and then they'll move on. So we're honored to have had a small part in not only their education, but in a small part in their life, that they have been able to come to Southwest, and we hope that they have enjoyed it as much as we have, so we certainly appreciate that. Again, glad all of you are here. Thank you, Robbie Hamilton, for organizing this for us. Thank you all for being here. We'll mention we did have a recruit, Sean Jones from New Orleans. We're glad that you're here along with your family. Again, thank you so much for your support for all of our activities and all of our programs here at the college.